What up, guys? Welcome back to part 2 on trying to figure out what's wrong with my S2000. I want to thank those of you that comment on part 1 of what was trying to figure out what's wrong with this thing. Thanks for those ideas. A lot of you mentioned that it probably lost compression, to check to see if it's got fuel, to check if it's got spark. We checked the spark plugs, it is getting sparked. We checked the coils as well, those checked out. We checked the injectors, those checked out just fine. So we believe that it probably lost compression, but first we're going to check to see if it's hydrolocked for any reason. Depending on what happens after we check that, we're going to see, we're going to take steps to see if we're going to check the compression or not. So those of you, that are here watching this, thank you. And if you got any ideas on what can be the problems if we're not able to figure it out on this video or on this part, drop it in the comment section below. So we're gonna pull the spark plugs off, the coils off, and we're gonna try to crank it over manually, just with a ratchet or something, and see if it pushes anything out. We believe that it might be hydrolocked, so we're gonna start there. That's gonna be the next step. Once we get that done, if that's not the problem, we're gonna pop the valve cover off and probably check the valves, try to turn it manually and see how the valves are turning. Maybe it's timing, maybe the engine just lost compression. We're not sure at this point, so this is some of the steps that we're going to be taking so we can make sure that we find out what the problem is with this car. Alright guys, so if you're new to the channel, this is one of the first time that you see a video blog of my S2000 and you would like to see more content, hit the subscribe button, turn your bell icon on so you won't miss any of the videos of the S2000. I'm planning on doing man, I'm like so excited because like once we get this thing running, all the cool content is going to come into the channel. So right now obviously it's the boring stuff, and those of you that are still supporting, thank you. I really appreciate that support. And for those of you that are new to the channel, let's hit the subscribe please, and let's dive into this video. Yeah buddy, one at a time. So we're gonna start cranking it over, guys.
No, dude.
Oh, it's turning more than it did before. Where before it will stop, or did it stop right there?
Yeah, it's because the compression is going through the spark plug holes. So all that pressure is actually having a way to get out, but it just stopped. But you're right, it's turning easier. A lot easier. Dude.
It stopped right there?
Yeah. I think it might be the valve.
You think it might be the valves?
Yeah.
Stopped again.
I just feel it stop.
Okay. Got another friend from work that is pulling up. He's gonna be helping us as well. What up, bro? I don't know if we can get through here, but all right, dude. So we pretty much already tried step 1. Try to crank it, take the spark plugs off, and then take the coils off. And then now we're just gonna take the valve cover off so we can try the other stuff with.
Listen. Yeah, it's hitting right now. Watch out. Yeah, it just hit.
Oh, it's only one cam turning, what?
No. Oh yeah. Hey, that's your problem.
Oh,
No, there, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, it's spinning the gear.
But this one's not turning.
Mira, ¿sabes qué? So, you know what? It's probably seized right here. If we loosen these caps up, it will probably spin.
Turn it.
Yeah, dude, that's the cam.
That's like the first thing I noticed.
Yeah, nice. No, it's out of time now. If that If that cam gear is loose, it's gonna be out of time.
Yeah, that's why you don't start.
Yeah.
Sí, porque las valves están abajo.
Ajá.
No deja que...
But you said this is like finger tight?
Yeah, this was
Because the spark plugs were they were like hand tight too, bro.
yeah, this thing was
Finger tight?
Yeah.
So do you guys think anything messed up at that point? Because one of the cams got loose?
Depends.
Or maybe that's why it was running like
I mean,
running
hopefully,
pretty rough and it was shutting off?
hopefully it didn't bend a valve or something. I mean, that was loose right there. Oh, sorry. You got a deep filler?
Yes.
Go get the quarter inch. Oh yeah. Is it turning the?
Yeah,
Oh,
it is.
mira. Yeah. And also,
See if it'll go all the way around.
yeah. Let's see if it goes all the way.
Wow.
Let me ask you this: Is that cam? Does it have a? Are these the pins from the? Are these the pins? You know, is there like a back plate that goes into the gear, and then the pin is what centers it to the cam? Because this still has to be timed to the cam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm wrong then.
Yep.
That's weird. Okay. I mean, you see all the valves going up and down?
I see the ones on this side.
Yeah, all of them now. All right, spins.
That one's going up and down. That one's going up and down. There's that one.
They're all good.
There's that one. Yeah, they're all good.
Ooh, dude, that's kind of like a piece of mind.
Yeah. So
What do we gotta do? Just time it?
no bottom end work.
And if you want, we can borrow a boroscope, and we can look inside for any damage, like if the piston, the valve, they got them.
Uh-huh.
Thank you.
I don't think it did because I didn't hear any noises, bro. Like, it just shut off.
That's good.
So, I mean, we can do that just for extra assurance, I would say. All right, so quick recap. We popped the valve cover off, and we started turning the crank. It was getting stuck, as you guys have seen. One of the cams was locked in place. We loosened it up, but it was funny because one of the bolts that holds the sprocket was loose. Like, you were able to turn it with your hand, which is this bolt right here, and then we loosened up the whole thing, and then now we're able to turn the crank, and now it wasn't locked. Like, it wasn't locking whenever you turn it around. So now we're just gonna go ahead and make sure that it's timed. We checked the camshafts. Is camshafts or the sprockets? Whatever. We checked the gears, and all the gears are correctly. Like, they're all on time. The markings are right here. Bottom one right there, and even I don't know if I can get down there, but even down here. There you go. I don't know if you guys can see. It's got like a little pinpoint right there where the timing needs to go. Right there. Well, it's got a marking on the sprocket itself as well, on the harmonic balancer as well, and it's on where it needs to be at as well. So now I think we're just gonna turn things down. We gotta make sure that this cam that wasn't moving, the sprocket was moving but not the cam. Now we just gotta make sure that it's where it needs to be at, so we can actually find out if this thing has anything else wrong with it or what. Okay, so we already got everything torqued to spec on the head. Now we're gonna try to turn it. And if it turns, that means everything is straight, and if not, then we got another problem, and there it is. Once again, camshaft isn't turning. But it stops, huh?
Yeah.
Now, that's loose right now once we tighten everything else, so we're gonna tighten this to where it needs to go, and we're gonna see if it turns. It wants to move, but it's not moving at all. Hey, little one. Okay, so after we loosen everything up, as you guys see, this gear is turning no problem. Look at this one. Everything was loose evenly. So now obviously we got something that is broken right there. We're gonna go ahead and take it all apart and find out if the gear is messed up or is the camshaft that is broken. So this camshaft is like stuck, it's not wanting to come off at all. Gear's turning no problem. This one comes up with these. Everything is sturdy, huh? Just like stuck over there, where or where? There it is. So what's that, seized in there or what? Where?
There's rubber on there. See the damage?
Uh-huh.
Here come.
So what could have been that? Could have been too tight?
A little bit on this.
Okay guys, so after inspecting the cylinder head, as you guys seen, the cam was stuck on the cam tower. After finding the damage, we have to replace the whole rocker arm assembly with cam towers and cams. I was able to find one in Oklahoma City. The guy was nice enough to go ahead and overnight it for me, so we can get this thing, you know, running SAP. We got it here. We're gonna go ahead and replace that and, you know, torque everything down according to spec and time everything down, and hopefully we're able to get this thing fired up. That's the new one already that we're putting in. We're gonna get it cleaned up. We're gonna toss the cams, and then hopefully we're able to torque everything down. And then over here we have the old one, and this is the damage that, you know, by getting stuck happened. He messed all this up right here, and it caused it to have a lot of metal shavings. And I did notice it whenever I did the oil change, so hopefully the metal shavings were coming only from this place and not somewhere else. And then right here we got the cam, and this is the damage that you guys can see where the cam, where it never got stuck. That's exactly what happened there. This is the gear. We already got it cleaned up, but this is the gear that was stuck in there. And this is actually some of the metal shavings or the key that broke inside the gear. So that's the whole reason why it was spinning and it wasn't doing anything and it wasn't starting. So now, now we're excited. Hopefully this is the only problem this thing has. So we're gonna put some of this together and go from there.
Perfect.
There you go.
Be.
And everything else is already lined up, huh?
Everything's lined up. Put some lube. Turn the engine. Torque it. Should be good to go.
Perfect. So we got all the cams lubricated. Now we're just gonna toss the upper towers. And then we lubricated the rockers as well. So we're putting all the bolts for the cam towers, and we gotta make sure they go in smoothly without even using any kind of ratchet or any force, because that's literally the last thing you want to mess up, like the thread on one of these things. So we got to start torquing this through the metal cam cap, and it's got to be started at what, 120 inch-pound. There you go.
And a total of 160.
Valve cover is on. Now we're just gonna toss those washers. Man, whoa. I seriously don't even know how to feel right now. When we thought we had found a problem to fix this thing, something else comes up. We thought, obviously, that the cam was stuck. Well, it was stuck on the cam tower, and that was the only problem. I got a whole new rocker arm assembly to replace the whole thing. Obviously, the cam gears were still turning just fine, and now we get a ticking noise. Plus, it still doesn't even start. So, I don't even know what it is now. Like, obviously, we gotta check compression test now, to find out if it lost compression. But the ticking noise, like, where did that even came from? Like, I wasn't even expecting that at all. Wow. that's pretty shitty, but I need, I'm gonna need, anybody that has any clues, or anybody that has any ideas of what it really could be, besides losing compression, drop it in those comments, because it looks like we're gonna have to take this whole thing apart now to figure out what that ticking noise was, and actually what's the reason why it's not even starting after we fixed what we thought was wrong with it. So wow. So those of you that watched that video all the way through, thank you. Again, if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. Thank you guys. Thank you for all the support. See you guys on part 3. Yeah, there's gonna be a part 3 because we gotta get this thing running. And obviously, I want you guys to see the whole thing. I want to make sure that you guys are fully aware of what the problem was. So I'll make sure to blog that for you guys. So stay tuned for part 3, probably sometime next week. Thank you guys. Peace.